Classification of risk. Pure and speculative risk. Pure risk. Only the possibilities of loss or no loss. For example, earthquake. Speculative risk. Situation in which either profit or loss is possible. For example, gambling. Classification of risk. Diversifiable risk and non-diversifiable risk. Diversifiable risk affects only individuals or small groups. Also called non-systematic or particular risk. For example, car theft. Non-diversifiable risk affects the entire economy or large numbers of persons or groups within the economy. Also called systematic risk or fundamental risk. For example, hurricane. Government assistance may be necessary to ensure non-diversifiable risks. Classification of risk. Enterprise risk includes all major risks which is faced by a business firm. Pure risk, speculative risk, strategic risk, operational risk, and financial risk. Strategic risk. Uncertainty regarding the firm's financial goals and objectives. Operational risk. Results from the firm's business operations. Financial risk. Uncertainty of loss because of adverse changes in commodity prices, interest rates, foreign exchange rates, and the value of money. Types of risk. Property risk. Personal risk. Liability risk. Commercial risk. Property risks. Property risks. Possibility of losses associated with the destruction or theft of property. Direct loss versus indirect loss. A direct loss is a financial loss that results from the physical damage, destruction, or theft of the property. For example, fire damage to a home. An indirect or consequential loss is a financial loss that results indirectly from the occurrence of a direct physical damage or theft loss. For example, the additional living expenses after a fire. Personal risk. Risks that directly affect an individual or family which involve the possibility of a loss or reduction in income, extra expenses or depletion of financial assets, due to premature death of family head, insufficient income during retirement, poor health, catastrophic medical bills and loss of earned income, involuntary unemployment. Commercial risks. Firms face a variety of pure risks that can have serious financial consequences if a loss occurs. Property risks, damage to buildings, furniture and office equipment. Liability risks, suits for defective products, pollution, and sexual harassment. Loss of business income. After a physical damage loss, the firm must shut down for some time. Other risks, crime exposures, human resource exposures, foreign loss exposures, intangible property exposures, and government exposures. Liability risks. Liability risks involve the possibility of being held legally liable for bodily injury or property damage to someone else. There is no maximum upper limit with respect to the amount of the loss. A lien can be placed on your income and financial assets. Legal defense costs can be enormous.